festivals in Orient.
So welcome to the Festival Interceltic Lorient, and well, you might have guessed, but behind us is Lorient happening. And with me is Jennifer Lowe, who's organising the Cornish section of that. So what sort of festival's happening here this year?
Well, as usual, Lorient is very busy, very big, with lots and lots of music and dance and culture and all sorts of things happening.
Okay, so let's just get a quick taste of the festival. So you saw there's so much happening here. So what is the festival, this Interceltic festival?
Well, it's a coming together and a meeting of all the Celtic nations, not only the six nations that we sometimes think of, but also Galicia, Asturias, and some of the diaspora, Australia, Canada, etc., to share and show their culture.
And part of that culture has been shown by Heather this year. Let's have a look at the Cornish group Heather. So we saw Heather there. Who else is here from Cornwall this year?
Well, this year we've also had the Grenaways, who won Canmar Kerno last year and represented Cornwall at the Pan Celtic. So they've been here for the week in concerts. We also have Macquarie and Toms here with Heather and playing in their own right. And in the pavilion we also have some extras, and we have Tom Riley and the Swaggers this year.
Okay, so we mentioned the Grenaways there. Let's have a look at the Grenaways.
Fortress and Coel, Trials and Via. Scapiano, Valcarest, Gankos, Gans and Holoveris. Mia Recapos, Quadradano.
Dinah, Den Orient, the Worthen Grenaways.
And so there was the Grenaways there performing at the Cornish stand. Just tell me a little bit about the Cornish stand.
Well, it's for a number of years there's been a key of stands for each Celtic nation. And we have had one there which we've gradually increased and taken a bit more space over the years. We have a bar selling Cornish beers. And also pasties, cream teas and gin and tonic this year because Cornwall now has some very good gin producers, and a promotional tent and our own stage. So we're selling books and things, and we're also putting acts on the stage that we share with the Isle of Man.
And one of the acts on the stage was Macquarie and Tom's.
Thank you very much.
So you can't but miss it. This year is the year of Scotland. Why is there special years, and why is this year for Scotland?
Well, for some years the festival has focused each year on one country in particular, as well as all the countries in general. And for that country, it means that they can bring more performers. They have a large pavilion. They can make a little bit more of an impact, maybe, than you can in a normal year. 2 years ago, for the first time, it was Cornwall's turn, and we hosted a year with the Isle of Man, with the two smallest countries here. So we joined forces, and it was a great chance to be able to bring more performers than we normally can. We have a designated number per country, so that gave us a chance to do a little bit more than usual.
So let's have a look at some of what Scotland's been doing this year. One of the big things in the festival is the parade. Now that's an amazingly big parade. For anyone who's witnessed any other parade, it just goes on forever.
Well, certainly there were more than 80 groups in the parade this year. I'm not sure quite how many. There are groups from every country, and then an awful lot of Brittany's own bagads and dance teams. Remember, this started as a piping festival, and the bagad competition on the first Saturday is still really, really important part of it. Brittany celebrating its culture in conjunction with all of the other countries.
Let's watch some of the parade. So next year, any thoughts next year yet?
Not quite got there yet, don't quite know yet, but we hope to maintain the presence here if we can, with a stall and a bar, etc. And of course bringing performers. Quite who yet, I don't know. We try to do something a bit different every year, so watch the space.
Let's leave you with another taste of the festival.
More